Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Coming up today on GVTV, are you ready to compete once again? We've got new information on school sports. Plus, if you're interested in taking the next step in your education, another round of colleges are here to visit. All that and more on GVTV. Good morning, Gators. My name is Brandon Sanchez, and today is Monday, March 22nd, 2021, and you're watching GVTV. Today's an 8A, but it's also the start of our new hybrid schedule. So make sure to head over to your 1st, 3rd, 5th, and 7th period classes today. Then tomorrow's a B day, so make sure to go to your 2nd, 4th, 6th, and 8th period classes. The next round of college visits are here. On Wednesday, Eastern Kentucky University comes at 11:30. Then on Thursday, UNLV comes to visit for juniors at 1. As always, the links to all meets are available in the Google Classroom for the class of 2020 or by emailing Mrs. Langan. Check out our new turf field. If you haven't seen it already, here it is. Just in time for football intramurals to start today. This project was a part of the Clark County School District $45 million artificial turf upgrade that started over the summer. The company Hellas, who helped improve our fields for a better student-athlete experience, also completed Allegiant Stadium. And now Green Valley can kick the intramural season off right. Have fun out there, Gators. And speaking of fall sports, football intramurals begin today. Then on May 3rd, the rest of fall sports intramurals begin. That includes cross country, women and men's soccer, tennis, and women's volleyball. Make sure to provide a negative COVID test to your coach and athletic director in order to be cleared to participate. For more information, contact your coach. But luckily, if you're a part of spring sports, that all begins today. Intramurals for track and field, swim, baseball, boys golf, softball, and boys volleyball are right after school. Then regular practices and the official start of the season is April 3rd. Also, if you need more information, please contact your respective coach. And speaking of track and field, they start at 4:15 at the soccer field today. Make sure to fill out the tiny URL link in order to sign up. Email Coach Pike with any questions. Now before we go, the Nevada State Museum has opened up after a years-long rest. They moved things around and added new exhibits to keep the energy up. One new exhibit is specifically dedicated to Women's History Month. As of now, the museum is only open on weekends from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Well, Gators, that's all the news we have for you today. I'm Brandon Sanchez, and thanks for watching GVTV. But make sure to stay tuned for a brief message from our principal, Mr. Roberts.
Good morning, Gators. For those of you who are new to Green Valley High School, welcome. And to those of you who are returning, welcome back. We're glad to see some students' faces around here. The building has been missing the sound of your voices. For those of you who are still at home, we look forward to seeing you back here in the fall. Now on to today's message. A young man was growing up, going to middle school, living a pretty normal life, until one day when his parents' marriage fell apart. His mother ended up leaving the country, and things just got worse when his father lost his job. His father struggled to find a job to replace the income from his old one and his mother's, so he found not one job, not two, but three, just to try to pay the bills. Even with those three jobs, the budget was tight and food was scarce in the house. Heat was a luxury that sometimes happened and sometimes didn't. The boy's grades slipped for a while as he adjusted to this new normal. However, his father found him a tutor and he eventually got back on track. When he entered high school, the boy embarked upon a dream of becoming a professional boxer, but injuries ended that dream prematurely. So he buckled down and put his energy back into his studies. As he neared the end of his high school career, he began applying to colleges. Every single one rejected his application. He needed a job, and so he took the only one he could find as a sanitation worker. His colleagues at the trash service felt that he had a lot of potential and encouraged him to keep applying to college. One of them knew a professor at one of the universities that had previously rejected him. The professor was impressed by the young man's spirit and perseverance and put in a good word for him, and he finally got admitted. He kept working at the sanitation company all through his college years to make ends meet, and yet still managed to make a 4.0 grade point average. Afterwards, he briefly landed a job at a consulting firm in Washington, D.C., while he took the LSAT, an entrance exam needed to gain entry into law school. And then, in the summer of 2020, he got accepted into multiple schools of law, including the University of Southern California, Columbia, and the University of Pennsylvania. But he turned them all down to go to a very small post-secondary institution called Harvard. Rayhan Staten's story is an unusual one for sure in terms of paths to success. However, because he never let the fire go out inside him, even when his days were at their darkest, he's now attending one of the most prestigious universities in the world. So remember, as tough as it gets sometimes with schoolwork, with this pandemic, with anything, you got this. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.